What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Hey, y'all. If you guys are on the eastern seaboard, you guys, and you're black, all right, you're being reminded right now that you ain't from here. All right, every winter, all right, every winter, you know, I get reminded that I am not meant to be here. All right, not at all. These lips were not meant to be in this cold. Okay, they freeze up. All right, because they were meant to be in the heat. I am meant to be hot at all times. All right. That guy is really making lemonade right there with his scooter, huh? Yeah, I know he cold. All right, I can't ride that scooter. I had to drive my vehicle to work. And I always wonder, like, what is it like when West Africans come to America and experience winter for the first time, right? Because when I'm in Africa, right? And I keep telling them, I said, man, y'all don't know what cold is. And I know there's parts of Africa that's cold. Like, I know there's mountains and places like that. I'm talking about Nigeria. All right, let's talk about that place. But Ghana, Nigeria, it's hot. All right, those people there, anything below 65 is cold to them. You know, 65 is perfect. That's just starting the summer off. That's the perfect temperature for us. That's when we start to come outside and like, all right, you know, we can do this. You know, we can do this. Right, but look, anything below 65, you know, that's an issue for those Nigerians, right, and West Africans. Because when I'm there and I'm looking at them wearing coats and it's still hot outside, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? They're like, I'm cold, they freezing. Nighttime come down, you know, the temperatures drop a little bit. You know, you feel a nice little breeze, but nothing to cry home about. But they be dying, yo, like they be freezing like it's 20 below, and I be like, man. Y'all watch when I get to Canada. And look, I'm in DC. I can't imagine. I already know New York is about 10 degrees. It's about 10 degrees colder. In Canada, it's about 30, 40, 50 degrees colder. In the UK, I think it's always cold. I don't know. You know, I don't think they have a sun. That sun don't come out that much over there. But how do you West Africans feel when y'all come to these climates and y'all encounter real cold? Okay, can you imagine being a group of people that literally had to survive for thousands of years in this cold? What kind of attitude would you have? Okay, and I tend to find that around this time, people in America, when it gets really cold, they tend to is a depressive atmosphere, you know, because you don't want to go out, don't want to do too much. It's just uncomfortable to be outside. I mean, look, I know they're cold, right? You know, even though they're made for this weather. This is what they're for. This is their wheelhouse, right? But I know they're cold, okay? Now, of course, usually for us, we know winter's here when we first see the first white guy with the shorts that come all the way up to the calf, all right? And the sweater, and he just out, and they just out having a ball. Like, they've been waiting all year for the cold to come so they can flex their hairy legs and go outside and show off that this doesn't affect them. All right, there's a lot of them out there, and I just be looking at them. I'm like, nah, young, nope. I know this is your flex. This ain't my flex. My flex is when the sun come out and I can go outside. But them to be the same ones that be coming outside in the wintertime with the little shorts, right? Be the same ones when the summertime come out. When the sun come out, they go right back in the house. Or they get all the FPS spray they can, and they gotta slather themselves because it's two different sides of the spectrum, yo. Like, for real. And this is how I be like, all these pretendians, right? Like, bro, your body is not built for this. We as a matter of fact, us being over here gives us high blood pressure, gives us vitamin D deficiency. The fact that we're out of our natural habitat is the reason why in America, a lot of black people have high blood pressure, because we're not meant to, our skin and our body, right? The one we're in, our body's meant for the warm weather, right? So we don't have as much hair on our skin, right? We don't perspirate. I mean, we perspirate a lot, right? Black people, we're hot bodied. We perspirate a lot because our skin is supposed to stay supple. Our skin is supposed to stay warm and blood's supposed to flow through it, you know? But when we get into this winter, our bodies can't really adapt, you know, to the cold weather as well. So we actually when we perspirate over here, right, and we don't get all the nutrients from our natural environment, when we perspirate over here, we actually dehydrate faster than everybody else. We dehydrate faster than anybody. So if we dehydrate faster than anybody and we're not doing what we're supposed to do, like drinking enough water to keep our bodies hydrated or anything like that, we tend to have high concentrations of salt in our systems because we're not in our environment. Had we been in Africa or any warm climate, because that's where we're from, warm climates, we would be sweating out those salts more often, you know, and replenishing it with water more often. The system, the flow will go. But over here, we don't get enough sun because we're not outside in the sun. We wear too much clothes. Black people, we ain't meant to wear clothes. We don't like to wear clothes. You name me a black culture that like to really wear clothes. Let's keep it real. We always naked. Black people love to just be naked. And there was a time when we weren't ashamed of our bodies, but being in Western society, they've made it so we're ashamed to be, you know, Christianity and Islam has made it so black Africans are ashamed of their bodies. That's a result of foreign intervention, right? But overall, for black folks, we don't like wearing clothes. We don't like being in places that we have to wear clothes, right? But when we wear clothes, we don't absorb the vitamin D the way we're supposed to. We're not meant and built to drink milk, not all of us. You know, some of the nomadic African tribes, systems are better for producing milk, but for the most part, we're not meant to be drinking this milk, especially the Western milk that we drink with these cows and stuff, and all the stuff that's in it. On top of the fact that we ain't supposed to be drinking it, it's been enhanced and all that other stuff. So we got a lot of health problems just being where we ain't supposed to be honest. So you pretending really me to maybe look in the mirror and see, because are you sure you part of a group of people who say they was, you know, that they've been here for in North America for umpteen thousand years? Because if so, the adaptation portion of that has been a failure. All right, because we have not adapted to this cold weather at all. All right, yeah, I don't even look, honestly, the Native Americans, the real ones, I don't even see it. They barely had time to adapt. They only been what we had 25,000 years, 15,000 years. It was what, 25 to 15,000 years, they say. At least the ones that came over the Alaska Strait, you know, the ones that came over the Alaskan Bridge. But the other ones that came from the Pacific Islands and the Polynesians, those ones that made it to the Americas, you know, they weren't built for this winter, but at least they was down south. But it's up north shit. Even the northern Indians barely got to the point to where they were adapted to this weather. All right. So ain't no damn way, if we supposedly been here forever, that we are meant, no, we failed. Somebody failed, all right? Because it ain't working out. These lips ain't meant for this type of weather. But anyway, if you, I would like to hear from any West African, any West Indie, any black person that had the privilege to grow up in a nice, warm, supple environment where you're meant to be, and you came here for the first time, or you went to Canada, or you went to UK, and you experienced that real winter, that Games of Thrones on the other side of the wall, crystal demons type winter. All right. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. This is Afro Think Tank. Learn some, teach some. I'm out.